Good morning, YouTube. Don't mind the hat. I got the bed hair going on this morning. I'm just sitting down with my morning coffee. Of course, I've got my New England and industrial coffee mug. I need to get other people's mugs. Like I know, who is it? Classic Model Trains, Classic Model Railroad. Ron. He's got the 33 percenter, which I am one of his 33 percenters, so I need to get one of his cups. But if you've got a channel, you got mugs, let me know, and I'll try to grab one from you so I can drink my morning coffee. Anyways, with that said, and the dog walking by, it is morning time, and I was actually thinking this morning, which is very scary sometimes, but I was thinking this morning, man, it's, been almost a year since I started this room. Now, of course, it's been about 3 years since I did section 1, and don't mind the knocking in the background. It's extremely windy out. We've gone from like almost 70 degree weather back down to 30 degree weather for the 14th winter this year. And so the wind is kicking up and it's moving the storm windows. Anyways, about 3 years ago I started section 1, which was not supposed to stay where it was planted for most of that. But almost a year ago to the day now, it was in March that I moved all of the light bars out of this room and into the shed. Kept a few, obviously, around the top. And started on this venture. Bought my can of paint and painted the sky blue and started building up. And I can't believe it's been a year already. It really doesn't take long at all. Last 3 months is when I was able to do a lot of work because, like I said, with my job, I'm gone most of the time. So I started this right at the beginning of the tour season. It sat around for a while, and it went through a few different changes. Right here in front of the window was supposed to be a big yard that I wanted. And then it moved over to section 3, and I just couldn't fit it right. And so, I played around with it for a little while. Didn't glue down the track for quite a bit of time. I just tacked it down with the track tacks, and just make sure it's what I wanted, and it worked, it fit, and that sort of stuff. So with that, I was like, you know what? I need a retrospective of the year for the anniversary of, really what this layout has become in honestly a short time. And so I went through my photos, went through Facebook, and took a look at my photo album that I got on there and pulled off a lot of photos. That I don't keep a lot of photos. I really should, because dementia is going to set in one of these days, and Alzheimer's and old timers and everything is going to sit in. I'm not going to remember anything, but that's what Facebook is for, right? But anyways, I pulled a lot of those photos off, and I figured, as cheesy as slideshow videos are, I'm not a big fan of them myself, but I think it really kind of showcases, what's been done in the year. So without further ado, let's try to make a little video here of the photos of what's been going on this layout for a year. Take a look. So there you have it. A year's retrospect on the train room layout. Um, I'm not one to toot my own horn. I don't like being in the limelight. I like being kind of in the background and not be noticed. Believe it or not, with having a YouTube channel. um, but I've got to say that I'm really happy with the progress that this layout has had over the last year. I think I've learned a lot. There's things that I would do a little differently, but overall, I think it's a pretty decent layout. Um, I'm blessed with the fact that I can do this, that I have the means to do it, and the experience of other modelers here on YouTube and that sort of stuff. I give a lot of credit to people like Boomer Diorama and DIY and Digital, and people that I've watched for quite some time, and even ones that I've just recently found, like New England Industrial and K&W, that I've recently found and giving me inspiration and ideas. And I try to, when I find those inspiration and ideas, I try to give credit where credit is due to those creators, because a lot of this stuff isn't my ideas, and it probably isn't even their ideas either. It's something that they've learned and found over the time too, but I just like giving that credit to the other people. But yeah, that is basically it for this video. I thank everybody for sticking around. The channel's only been around for about 3 months, but we've grown pretty decently, at least from my previous experience on my other YouTube channel. It's been out since 2006, and it took forever to get to the 1,000 subscriber level, but that was 2006 when it was brand new. So I don't know if the channel's doing well, if it's doing extremely well, or if it's just kind of doing whatever, but I'm just here just to kind of get in the community and meld in and give ideas and take ideas and that sort of stuff. Channel did recently, as of yesterday, become a partner. I've reached that level, the first level of partnership, which again is weird because when my first channel became a partner, it was just, okay, you're paid for videos. Didn't have super chats or anything like that. So I'm looking at all that, seeing what the benefits are to this first level and turning things on, because obviously it doesn't hurt. But yeah, it's kind of weird, learning all this new stuff. But we are now a YouTube partner channel from here on in. So whatever that means to you and me, I'm not 100% sure, but I know I'm not getting videos on or ads on my videos yet. That's still less than 1,000 hours away. I don't know how it all works, but yeah. Anyways, I appreciate every one of you for sticking around this long, and we'll see what happens in the next year. Maybe I'll tear all this out and put up in a different layout. I don't know. Anyways, I've got something in my eye now. It's probably dog fur because it is shedding season, and let me tell you, a St. Bernard Malamute cross sheds like nobody's business. You can tell on my shirt and everything. It's a never-ending battle. Anyways, cheers to everybody, and we will catch you next time.